Yo guys, what is up? It is Master Davers here, bringing you guys the new episode to my Titanfall Ultimate Tool Guide. And this video is gonna be a little bit more interesting for Generation 5, as it covers the Arc Cannon, which is a Titan weapon. So, in this video I'm gonna tell you guys the best ways to use the Arc Cannon, some fun facts about it as well. So basically I did a video on the Arc Cannon in my past Titanfall series, which was the Titanfall series Good or Bad, and in that series I gave the Arc Cannon, I said the Arc Cannon was a sort of in between bad and good, so which means it's not the worst weapon, but it's also not the best weapon. And in our words, you can also say it's way better than a plasma railgun, but it ain't as good as the go-to weapons. So sort of in between, but in my opinion I think this Arc Cannon is kind of the coolest weapon in the game, but unfortunately it lacks the power. I mean, if it did have as much power as the other go-to weapons did, then I would definitely have this as my main weapon for as Titan, just because it's cool, it's electrical. I like electricity weapons. It's really cool. It's like way different than any other weapon in the game, just because it's the element of his gun is not bullets, it's electrical. It's electricity, basically. Pretty nice. And I know this weapon reminds a lot of people of the Wunderwaffe from Call of Duty's World at War and Black Ops 1. Basically the Wunderwaffe works exactly the way as the Arc Cannon does, very similar, and the Wunderwaffe is a wonder weapon from zombie mode in World at War and Black Ops 1. Weapon not making an appearance in Black Ops 2, but yeah, it existed in zombie mode. That's where it came from, and basically it works the exact way, same way as the Arc Cannon does. So basically, if you shoot one enemy and you have other enemies around it, this one enemy who gets shocked will pass the shock energy inside his brain to the other enemies in extremely fast. So it's very effective. I would say this weapon is more of a supportive weapon in Titanfall. So if you want this to be your go-to weapon, you're not gonna get as much kills. This weapon is more a supportive role. So if you're playing Last Time Standing, you're basically the role of this weapon is to support your Titans and inflict more damage against the Titans. Not really an aggressive weapon in my opinion, but it can be aggressive. And I made a perfect class on how to make an aggressive class with the Arc Cannon and to actually get the Titan kills of it. So the two challenges in Generation 5 in order to progress to Generation 6 are to get 200 kills of the Arc Cannon, any kills, ground spectres of pilots, and 50 Titan kills. And obviously the 50 Titan kills is basically a hard one. So basically, the Arc Cannon works also similar to the plasma railgun. You basically have to charge it up for maximum power, but luckily you don't have to. So you don't have to zoom in for it to actually start charging up. You can just hold the RT trigger and just charge it up there. But you can also charge this thing up to halfway through, and it'll still be pretty effective. But you don't have to charge this thing at all in order to kill foot soldiers. And fun fact, if you shoot without charging this thing up, if you shoot a pilot, he does not die. You need like 2 shots. But if you shoot first, if the pilot is right next to a Spectre soldier or a grunt, you shoot the Spectre soldier or a grunt, and then the shock will pass onto the pilot's brain and the pilot die instantly, no matter how weak the shot is. Bet you guys not know that fact, but it's true. I experienced it. And also the Arc Cannon is the best weapon for the Gooser challenge, as I mentioned in my Gooser tool guide video. And so yeah, I would say for this weapon there is actually a best Titan, but however you can use this weapon on all Titans. No, it doesn't really matter, because I used it on all 3 Titans and I had some success with but I would say the ultimate class for this weapon is, because mainly this is a supportive weapon, and I'm not gonna go into full detail of how to use this weapon properly as a supportive role. I'm sure a lot of you guys want to know how to get those 50 Titan kills as quickly as possible, and I will tell you guys that secret. So So my try-hard class for this, my go-to class for to use the Archon is Heavy Ogre. So Heavy Ogre and have the multi-target systems for your multi-target missiles for your ordnance. Have the Titan Punch and oh yeah, what? Okay, I just remembered it. The regen for shield regen, and that's basically it. So so you have the normal weapon itself, and you fight. You have to. It's not enough to basically defeat a Titan, because usually what happens is you take the Titan down to extremely low health, but normally then a different Titan or even a pilot will steal your kill, and that's a little bit frustrating. That's the most frustrating thing that happens to you while doing this challenge. So you don't want that to, in order to prevent this from happening much at all, you want to have this class as I do. So basically what you want to do, you have to use the so you can of course fire your weapon as well, but you can use your Titan Punch and your multi-target system to take as much health away from a Titan as possible, to make it as easy as possible for your arc cannon to do its trick and get the final shot on it. So if you want to get the final shot, you charge the arc cannon halfway through and boom, you should get the kill. So, but if you want to know how much damage fully charged shot takes, I would say it can take a whole shield off a Titan and 1 bar of health. So it's quite okay actually. It's quite decent, but it takes, as I said, it takes a little while to charge up fully, just a little bit. And now you also want to know what's the better attachment is. Is a regular arc cannon better, or is the arc cannon with a capacitor better? And here's my answer to this question. I would say for regular arc cannon is actually the better choice, because if you have a capacitor on, the fire rate decreases. That's one bad thing about it. The good thing is the damage increases. The damage increases and the accuracy increases as well. But in order to fire, in order to even fire, you have to charge this thing fully up, and it does take some time. And the damage isn't even that much greater than it is on a regular arc cannon. So I'd say go with a regular arc cannon, because the halfway charged arc cannon is also pretty decent. So yeah, I would say the arc cannon with a capacitor is a poor choice. It's not really the best choice. I mean, it can be quite useful in some cases, but in long term, I would say the regular arc cannon is the better choice. So have the multi-target systems equipped together with the Titan Punch. On your Ogre, if you are going to be using the Ogre, but of course you can use the regular Titans as well. That's basically all I have to say about that. Whoops, my voice cracked there because I kind of stretched there. I am very sorry. So yeah, I think I'm going to stop the video right there, because I basically told you everything you need to know. To summarize, so let's summarize everything. So this thing is really good against minions. It kills them in its weakest shots possible. The good thing about it is the shock gets carried over from brain to brain to brain, and if you shoot one minion, the shock can carry over to the pilot's brain and kill the pilot instantly, no matter how weak the shot is. And I would say you need to charge the arc cannon halfway through to actually kill the pilot, if a pilot by himself. And it's very good for the Goose challenge. Let's say if a pilot ejects, you can always go for a Goose kill. You should be very successful all the time, I would say. Not all the time, but you will be successful. And this thing also the shock carries over from Titan to Titan if there is, if the Titan's of course close by. By close by, I would say 5 foot away from each other. Capacitor is not the best choice, and the key class is the Ogre, in my opinion, of the multi-target system and Titan Punch with the regular arc cannon. There you go. So all you want to do is to take the Titan's health down as low as possible with the multi-target system and the Titan Punch. Don't use the Titan Punch that much because, I mean, just don't. It's not really that great. I mean, it's great if the Titans are right in your face, but don't use them all the time. So basically use your Vortex Shield and then fire from multi-target system, take as much damage as possible, and you can use the arc cannon as much as possible as well. But remember, for final shot, your arc cannon must be prepared for the final shot. That's all I have to say, and I will see you guys in my next video. So, adios. We're gonna be moving to. So I'm gonna do a summarize. I'm gonna summarize Generation 5 in our next video. I'm technically level 46, and I completed already all the challenges. And after that, we're moving on to Generation 6 already, because I've been beasting so far in Titanfall. But I think I'm going to take a slight... I'm going to slow down just a little bit. But anyway, I'll see you guys in my next video. So I hope you enjoyed this one. If you have, like. And I will see you guys in my next video. As I said 1,000,000 times. Goodbye.
Got what we came for. Awesome work, team. Mission accomplished.